what's happening? You're watching the Mixtape with your girl Amy, the only place to be on a Thursday night. Now boy have I got a show in store for you. Coming up I have Kano, who talks about his new album Method to Madness. Then I catch up with Candyman, and of course at the end I have new talent emerging, Pyro Bars and Skillet, so don't go nowhere.
Roll, 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 rock and roll, roll, roll. When we hit the town, we paint that red, standing on tables and kicking down chairs, cause that's just rock and roll. That's just rock and roll. My credit don't crunch, my swagger's insane. No blue suede shoes, just my Adidas trainers, but I'm still rock and roll. Lord knows I'm rock and roll. Roll.
Drums, bass, pen, kills, drink every weekend. Raves, dances, ships, concerts, that's when they all wanna come backstage. I said that's when they all wanna come backstage, stage. Nigga, I'm a rock and roller, I'm for real, don't need a persona. Get up on a show like Oprah, still drunk off the brandy and cola. Lord knows I'm Elvis to the scene, cool nigga crazy, I'm a legend in the East. There's no point stepping next to me, cause you're out of your death like a leopard in a seat. And I ain't got no guitar, but I come like a Jimi Hendrix. The road knows Kane, I was here, police don't need no forensics. Cause I was like new to the game, when Run Big MC said walk this way. Now I hit the town with my jewelers pain straight. When we hit the town, we paint that red, standing on tables and kicking down chairs, cause that's just rock and roll. That's just rock and roll. My credit don't crunch, my swagger's insane. No blue suede shoes, just my Adidas trainers, but I'm still rock and roll. Lord knows I'm rock and roll. When we hit the town, we paint that red, standing on tables and kicking down chairs, cause that's just rock and roll. That's just rock and roll. My credit don't crunch, my swagger's insane. No blue suede shoes, just my Adidas trainers, but I'm still rock and roll. Lord knows I'm rock and roll. Roll, 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 yeah, roll. Roll, 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 yeah, roll.
Okay people, my guest today, I'm going to have to watch my P's and Q's I reckon, because I think he's going to catch me out. It's Kano. How you doing?
Hello.
Welcome to Mixtape. How you feeling?
I'm feeling cool, man. I'm feeling good. Glad to be here.
So I want to start off with Method to the Madness.
Yeah.
You know what I have to say? It's madness. It really is madness.
That's cool.
Tell me, how is it different to your other albums?
I think with every album I make, every project I go into, the aim is never to kind of recreate what I've done before or have any of that in mind. It's always just to move forward, be that forward-thinking artist, just create new material. I've obviously worked with new people on this, that makes it, different as well, like Boys Noise and Hot Shit and people like that. But, it's just shows where I'm at today, I guess. It's a well-rounded album, lot of strong songs in there, interesting production going on and clever lyrics. So I don't know, it's just different. Everything I do is going to be different to the next.
I think you always keep people guessing. It's like you can come out with one thing and then the next thing you do is kind of like a whole different sound. People don't expect you to come out with that.
I think that's important, because I think when people start, guessing what you can do next, what you're going to do next, You know, there's nothing.
It gets boring.
There's nothing interesting in that. You know, he's just gonna make another song like that again, and that's a bit.
But I have to say, yeah, Method to the Madness. I have one word to describe it, and my word is fire. Right, and the way I'm going to put that is FIRE, capital letters, bold, underline, say no more. That's how I'm putting it. So I've got 2 favourite tracks on there though.
What are they?
Slaves and Spaceship.
Slaves and Spaceship, okay. And that shows because those 2 tracks are so different.
Exactly, and you're working with different people too, because you've got Chase and Status. Yeah,
they produced Spaceship, you know, and that'll be the next single as well. So I'm just shooting a video next week for that. And Slaves was with YY Peaches, you know, and they're a new band that's about to come out. So
it's Michelle, isn't it? And
yeah, Michelle Breeze, and she's sang from Upside, yeah. So a lot of different people, you know. I've been out to Berlin to work with Boys Noise. We made like 4 tracks that's on the album. I went out to Kingston. I worked with Vibes Cartel and Idonia. Wiley's on the record. I worked with Damon Albarn. So it's a great mix of people.
Yes, also like when you work with people, like when you kind of want to collaborate with someone, what do you look for in that artist or that person?
Just, you know, what I think they can bring to the table that I can't, you know. I don't like to work with people that, you know, are exactly like me and think like me and make the same music as me. It's about working with someone that maybe is from a different world and bringing the 2 worlds together, you know. It's not always about them jumping in your world and making what they think you would like, or you going into their world and make a track like you made for this person, you know. It's about just starting from fresh, just a clean slate, and someone that's not afraid to jump out of his comfort zone and just go in the studio and say, I don't know what's going to come out of this, but
let's just try it.
Let's just try something. Yeah.
So you're also going on tour soon?
Yeah, I'll be starting my tour this week, 23rd, and
so you must be well busy.
Yeah, and after the tour, I think that goes on for a couple weeks, few weeks, and then I go on to the Gorillaz US tour and join them for a month. So I'm really busy, but I'm looking forward to it.
I hear Ghetto's going on tour with you.
Yeah, G's coming.
That's going to be sick.
G's going to support me on tour and be a part of my show as well, because when I done my first tour, it was always with like Ghetto and Demon and that. And lately I've just been on stage by myself and had, you know, no one jump on the set really. And I done my launch show at Bush Hall, and that was great. I had some guests come down and things, but I didn't want G just to be a part of my show on tour. He's got so much more material to showcase, and he's put out loads of albums and mixtapes, you know, since 2005 when Home Sweet Home came out. So he's going to perform a set before I come on as well, and that's, I know, people's going to love that, you know, they love it.
I think that would just work perfectly there, because you both have like such high energy when you're on stage and you're performing. So could there be like an album coming up with like Ghetto and Kano?
Do you know what, we've been talking about it.
Because I'm hearing something about Spain. What went on in Spain? Like
Spain. No, we done a show in Spain. Me and Ghetto we went to Spain together and done a big show with like Africa Express, and there was like 100 artists and that. And we got, every time we see each other, we started talking about it more, you know, and started really, you know, saying we're gonna do this now, because people's been waiting for it for a long time, because they've been hearing little rumors here and there. But we said when we get on the road from this week, we're gonna, you know, bring some beats and just see what happens.
So how far?
Might not, but it might.
It's gonna happen.
One day.
If you're talking about it so much, it's gonna happen.
One day, yeah, we will.
And if you want something to happen, you can make it happen, right?
2 people, you know, you got to be both on the same page at the same time. I think that's been the problem. I was ready before, and he wasn't. Actually, he was ready first, and then I was busy making a record.
It's just schedules and timing, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're gonna be together for a couple of weeks, so we might as well use it, you know.
Because you also did an Artillery remix, yeah?
Yeah.
Hard, is what I'm saying. You got to check that out. What made you jump on that beat?
Do you know, I just liked it. I heard Ghetto's mixtape, Calm Before the Storm, and I just like that one. I just like when I like something like that, I'm always just ringing out, I need the instrumental, you know. And he said, yep, he gave me it straight away, and I just jumped on it and put it out in the next couple of days or so. We shot a little viral thing for it, and that was that. I just like the track. I think that's why I love mixtapes, you know, because you can just do anything, you know, things that you can't do on a record, you know. Take someone else's beat and not clear it and just spit on it and just put it out, or you know,
I'll just take that beat.
Yeah, it's very current and keep it fresh. I'm thinking of doing a mixtape maybe this year. So.
Okay, so we're talking about mixtapes. Do you listen to up and coming artists?
Yeah, I listen to up and coming artists.
Anyone
you know.
you're feeling right now?
Well, there's like, I think Maxter. I was really into his mixtape, the Mixtape. That's something I played for a while, you know, and I also jumped on East London Is Back.
Obviously, because you're from East London.
Yeah, I like the title of that song. Sounds nice. But that, and Wretch 32's got a new tune I really like called Tractor. That's one of my favourites right now. But yeah, there's, you know, Criminal, you know, loads of young artists.
Criminal's really doing his thing right now.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
He's another one with high energy, and I kind of like the vibe that he comes out with and stuff. Okay, you started off in grime.
Yeah.
That was like, would you say that that's a stepping stone and now you've evolved as an artist?
I think everything you do is a stepping stone, you know what I mean? Whether it is pirate radio or whether it is Glastonbury, you know, it's all part of the experience, you know, and it all builds, you know, it all helps build your character and build you as an artist. And, you know, it's not something that I've never called myself a grime, you know, MC, or never a hip hop MC or any form of genre. You know, I just make music.
Artist.
So all of these things you still hear come out in my music. You know, whether it's a little bit of dubstep, because I like that, and you listen to Spaceship or Crazy, you hear a bit of that. You know, so it's loads of influences in me.
So when you're chilling out,
Yeah.
or when you want to be inspired, what do you listen to?
When I want to be inspired, I don't know. I don't really go to a certain artist or a song
Is it just how you're feeling?
for inspiration. It's just how I'm feeling. Like, I listen to a lot of dancehall music. That's mainly what I listen to. Me and Ghetto always have a conflict about that.
Really?
Yeah, he don't really like it. But I just listen to a lot of dancehall music. I listen to, you know, when it comes to hip hop, the likes of Jay-Z, I think Drake's really good. Nicki Minaj is definitely a new artist I'm feeling. Over here, G, Wiley, Skepta, Chaser Status, Damon Albarn, you know, Gorillaz. That always inspires me, that album, everything they do. And yeah, that.
Okay, at that point, we're going to take a break. So we'll see you on the other side.